Hello, everyone. Sending you all love and light from wherever you are to wherever you are. Listen, today is a very special day for a lot of people because it's Super Bowl Sunday. But let me tell you, this is a super important share today, and I'm not going to take up a lot of time because I want to respect you all's time. I looked back last week at what I had to say and how many times I talked about not taking a lot of time. So we are our own worst critics, and it's good to look back to see. So we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook's end. It is possible to stream. Ended or deleted on Facebook? Wait a minute. Let's see here. Why? I wonder why. Hi. Hey. I see Jeanette. What's up? JJ. Hey, Angie Ray. It says Facebook is fine, but I just got this big notice that totally threw me off. So I don't think it's going to my music page. JJ, can you check and see if it's going to the music page? You are streaming fine on Facebook. Yeah, but what about the music page? Janice. Oh my God, Janice. Dang, what did I do with those photos? Oh, I think I put them out of the way. Janice, I found some old pictures from old St. James. Oh my God, I can't wait to share them. It's when I think we were in Los Angeles traveling with the Rev. So, JJ, you see it on the music page? You know what? I'm just going to have to go, and then I will share this again, on the music page. Oh, and this is Super Bowl Sunday, too. So, listen, let me get right to it, because this is a process, you all, and I am loving the process. I'm serious. I really am loving the process. He said, oh, man, Facebook has subtitles. Yeah, I meant to turn that off. Also, it was in Los Angeles, huh, Janice? All right, so JJ's checking right quick. Hey, Annette, how are you? Hope all is well. Aguilera, what's up? So Jeanette, she's at the physical therapy location where I, working out this issue with my back. And she's so sweet. She's so awesome. She really is, and I'm really glad to see her here. Hey, Melvina. That's Melvina. I love me some Melvina. Okay, so hey, I don't know what's happening with my other page, and that's the page where I have 80,000 followers, and they're from different parts of the world. You guys here on Facebook, this is my family that I've personally approved, and I really do appreciate you guys being here. So I'm gonna just go ahead on and move forward. So I'm gonna make this really short. But this song I talked about last week, and this is it ties up everything that I have to share with you guys. I would share it toward the end, but some of you may have to go, and I know a lot of you come here to hear me sing, so I'm going to go ahead on and perform this song. Focus on me, baby. Can you focus on me, babe? Hands in the soap, have the faucets running, and I keep looking at you. Stuck on your phone, and you're stuck in your zone. You don't have a clue. I don't wanna give up. I just want you to get up. Lately I've been a little fed up, wishing you'd just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Oh, lazy and broke. No, we get this money, so I guess I can't complain. But I feel alone even when we're alone. And that don't cost something, but I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately, I've been a little fed up. Wishing you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Me. Can you focus on me? Ooh, people, can you just focus? Focus on me. Focus. Focus. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm going to have to do this all over again. But listen, I'm going to get right to it. And I'm going to have to cut out the comments. Hey, sissy. Andre, what's up, man? Andre Lavelle, what's going on? Hope all is well, bro. Hey, Shantae. I love it. I love it. Joseph, what's going on? Thank you so much for that, man. You say that's how you start. That's what I'm talking about, sissy. I love it. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so listen. Super important to share. Please stay with me. This is a process. So I've learned from my mistakes, one of the hardest things. And let me say that this is really I want to reiterate that this is about me sharing my experiences of the past to help those of you with your gifts here in the present and in the future. Because like never before, I see this as an opportune moment past year of us to reframe and to reinvent ourselves, to find who we really are. And when you know who you are, then you know who source creation is that we call God. So I am here to assist you in not overthinking your swings, like a baseball player when they step up to the plate to take their turn at bat. Because when you overthink it, you can think yourself out of doing what you know to do, and or your faith out of doing what's already been done. So just start. And that's what I did. And I'm growing, I'm learning. So I said that to say this. I had to go back to look at what I did. And that's how I realized, I kept talking about, I'm not going to take a long time. How can I condense this? So it took this being Super Bowl Sunday for me to really get the gist of this and to condense this and future shares, because I got so much that I want to share, and I know I can't do it all at one time. Because if I go to a service and somebody's taking a long time, I will get up and walk out. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, so I have to think and do as I would want things to be done. All right, so this is super important. So much so that I almost waited to share this next Sunday because it's Super Bowl Sunday. But then this thought came to mind, and this is how I believe to be the mind of Christ and God's voice speaking to me. So it said, it's super important. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so I should share. So therefore I am. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me go with the flow. Now, please hear me. Like this right here, this is an opportunity. This is an open door. This is the room that the scripture speaks of that says that's created via the gift, your talent. And I have one. I do. And you do too. And so this is my using my voice that created this chance at bat to uplift, to encourage, to inspire, to motivate, to empower you to find and to use yours. So that's what this is about. And I just really want you to really get the gist of it because, I've had great opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And I really want you to get it because, I want you to have those Super Bowl experiences as the athletes are having right now. I want you to have those Super Bowl type experiences that I've had, like The Voice and 24 countries and CED and ICM, those opportunities that I told you guys about in the past. So I really want you guys to have them. So I've done a lot. I really have. And I want you guys to have, to go as your heart desires. Okay? Now, the thing about it is those who are in the Super Bowl, they didn't just get there. You know what I'm saying? They had to go through to get to the Super Bowl. And they had to go through seasons. And this is why I was like, oh my God, this is good. So I wasn't even gonna, look into the share because I'm like, it's Super Bowl and I'm going to enjoy Super Bowl and go with some friends or whatever. But no, as I began to look into it, then God began to speak to me and tie the things together. So I'm just trying to get you to see that when you just make the first step, God will conform the matters of the universe to make the next step, but just go with the flow. All right. So they didn't just get to the Super Bowl without going through. They had to go through seasons. And before that, they had preseasons. Before that, they had training camp. And even before that, they had to go through the things to get to the place of a professional team to have the training camp, the preseason, the season, and then get to the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? So you can't get to the Super Bowl without going through. And you can't get to like The Voice and the Clive Davises and the things that I've had without going through. I have been through a lot, you all. And my thing is, let me share it with you so that when you get to your opportunity at bat, you won't overthink your swing. Because you'll know more of what I've been through so that you can know more of what to do and or maybe what not to do so that you can connect that bat of preparation with the ball of opportunity and hopefully hit it out of the park. Maybe you don't want to hit it out of the park. Maybe it's called for you to hit a grounder or something like that. I don't know, but I just want you to understand the importance of having the gifts and the talents that God gave you that said that it would open doors, which is the same thing as making room. Okay? So now, just like the children of Israel, they couldn't get to the promised land without going through the wilderness. And this is one of the experiences I want to share with you. So last week, we talked about, situation which was water from the rock. I called it rocky waters. But this is the middle of the 17th chapter. This is going to be really quick, you all. So the bottom line is, God had shown and proved to them that he was with them all along. So now they get to this other place after they had this was the second time where they had no water. And God still provided. But the bottom line is they tempted God because they asked, is God with us? God is with us. Is he with us or not? And that's how they tempted God, right? And God had already provided for them. And so what God did was he gave them the water again. So he met their need again, but they're still complaining. So God said, you know what? Y'all don't believe I'm with you. You want to ask me if I'm with you after I've shown you. So even as they were probably still enjoying the water from the rock, then suddenly, the Amalekites attacked them. Now we're talking the children of Israel who've been imprisoned, so they don't know anything about fighting. They only know what to do, what they were told. So now they find themselves in and at war with the Amalekites. And so what happened? Long story short, the man of God, he went to God. And so what God did is God told him to go to a high place He went to the right place. He went to another place. He came from amongst them and went to a high place. And he told Joshua to get some good men and to go down and to fight with them, right? So bottom line is Moses is up on the high place. And so Moses is, but first of all, it means like how many of us have dealt with things where we have suddenly had issues that we've had to deal with? Well, let's just keep it real. Suddenly, this pandemic came upon us. And we found ourselves and find ourselves in a situation, in a place where we have never been before. And we're all still wondering how, when, what, where. But do you see the correlation of what they went through and what we're going through? It's not by chance, you all. God allowed the Amalekites to attack them because of their indecisiveness, because of their lack of faith and trust, because they tested God after God has shown them that he was with them. So God is like, okay, cool. I tell you what, we're going to go through a little something more. All because this is a part of the seasons that's preparing them for their Superbowl, which is the promised land. So we are dealing with things, but I'm telling you, if you would just, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Okay, cool. Because I'm just so excited about the gifts and how they make room. And if we continue to do what we know to do, God is going to meet us and assist us, but we got to use those gifts. So I'm trying to get you to find those gifts, tap into those bad fellas and cultivate them and read and study and study to show yourself approved, a workman that need not be ashamed, but you are rightly dividing the word of truth, not just taking this at face value. The word is the Bible. The Bible consists of words, and words are expressions, identifications of energy. But you gotta, so I don't want to get too deep into that. So, where was I? So bottom line is, so God sends Moses up to a high place, right? He was in the right place. So as a result, then the children of Israel, the good men that went with Joshua, they went out to fight the Amalekites. And here's the significance. So Moses, being the man of God, which is indicative of you being the leader, the head of your family and the head of your life. So he sent him up to a high place. And the thing about it is, Moses took that rod, his gift, it was a gift, and he began to lift that rod up with his hands in praise and adoration and glorifying God as a result of what God probably already did and who Moses knew God was, that the body didn't know. They were yet still coming to know. So God allowed them to experience this fight of a sudden attack, because suddenly things happen, you all. So even myself, a personal experience, I live in a condominium complex. And some of the neighbors, they like to collect things, a lot of things. Can you guys hear me okay? Dope, I needed to hear this. I'm not in church headed, but awesome. What? I dropped in by accident. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, cool. So here I am, as I like to, give you guys these personal experiences, and I try to be as transparent as possible because I want you to be able to hopefully relate in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm not just telling you something. I'm telling you what I have researched and what I have personally experienced. So now I'm busy. I wish I could turn this computer around to show you my setup for Mr. Jesse. I am busy. I have so many things to do, but they have a lot of things. Some people call them hoarders. I call them lovers of things. But they have little critters. And I don't do little critters at all. So there were 4 visitations. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but you got to go. You got to go. So I am a nerd. I am one where I would pick up a spider, I don't care how big it is, and I would take it outside. Yeah, I'm just like that. And let me tell you something else you may not believe. If there's a fly, it comes into the place. If I literally just think love and think life, think the fly. My daughter has witnessed it like, Dad, I think you're losing it. But then she realized that the fly, as I say, come on, fly, if you stay in here, you're going to die. If you want to live, now I'm telling you facts, you all. And my daughter just was like, Dad, and the flies and came and landed right on my knuckle. And I said, well, I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk outside. Don't move. And my daughter's a witness. I walk outside, open the door, and the fly flew away. I'm just telling you. That's how it happened. It literally, and it happened probably about 3, maybe half the times I attempted. I think the other flies, they just had issues. They was like, I'm ready to go. But so the little critters came over. So I told the landlord, I said, hey, I'm not dealing with this. So she sent me a list. Well, she told me this is what needs to happen. All of the things had to come out, all of the kitchen cabinets. I counted them. I got 16 cabinets in the kitchen, y'all. Food, plates, dishes, pots, pans. And so I got all the stuff out, and I'm like, how am I going to do all of this? And so Cole, right there, Cole, who you all see right there, Cole called, what's up, man? I said, man, look, I'm upset right now. I got stuff to do. And he came over and helped, assisted, because my back was jacked up. So it was a blessing. So let me make a long story short. And so the day that the exterminators were coming, and I was really upset because I don't do chemicals. I try to do organic and the whole 9. So an hour before the people were supposed to come, I get this message of things that you have to do. Otherwise, they're not going to come and do what they're supposed to come. Otherwise, they're not going to come and spray. So I had to get everything out of the closets. Soraya's bedroom closet, my bedroom closet, the 2 closets down here, and the stuff under the sink in our bathrooms, and the bathroom down here. And I just threw everything up. But when I got the notice, when I woke up, I was so upset. And the rage began to rise up in me. And I'm like, children of Israel, let me calm down. Let me just chill. So I took some breaths, and I wasn't going to complain. So I ended up on the phone with my mother, and she said, "Oh, baby, this is just an opportunity to clear, some space." So I don't want to hear that. I wanted to be mad, but that's what I did. And so when it came down time to put everything back, I was able to go through, clear up. Cole came back over to assist me. Cole loves steak. So I had this big giant steak before my daughter and I went vegan. I'm getting too far off. This is what I mean. I can't keep getting off the subject, but I had this big old steak, you all, and Cole likes steak. So I went on and made Cole the biggest steak, seasoned that bad fella up, and put some string beans on it. Cole was hungry, but the bottom line is, it is so good to give, and you do receive. He wasn't expecting it. Cole, was that steak good or not? Come on, tell the truth, shame the devil. Yeah, that's true, sissy. Spring cleaning early. But anyway, so things suddenly happened. So I had to move everything that I had on the schedule on my plate off to the side to get things done. Now, as a result of going through, I've gotten to a better place where I have more space than I had before. You see what I'm saying? So let me get back to the story. I just want to give you a little personal experience. Now, so the children of Israel, they're down there fighting and doing what they got to do. And Moses, being up on that high place, the right place, he began to lift his hands up. But every time his hands were up, they were victorious. But when his hands began to fall down, come down, the enemy prevailed. So now, that means that you are going to get tired. I don't care how holy, how spiritual, how deep you are. It's okay to feel like you are tired. Your body. You know what I'm saying? I say my body is tired. You know what I'm saying? I say anyway. So it's okay. You're going to have those moments. But here is the significance. Moses surrounded himself with the right kind of people. So to the point where they saw the need for assistance. So they stepped up to the plate and they began to bring up a rock to sit up under him, to support him. And then they began to grab his hands and support his hands and keep them lifted up, you all. So as long as his hands were lifted, they were victorious. And he had those hands lifted high enough whereby they received the victory. So how many of you have surrounded yourself with people who don't think enough to support you when you really need it? I'm grateful because I've got friends and I have family like friends that are here, but nobody who even knew what it was that I was dealing with and the schedule that I had and leaving town in 2 days, nobody came through but Cole. I didn't ask Cole. He's just like, can I come and help? So I was like, dude, come on. Yes. So you got to surround yourself with like-minded people, people who are going or already where you desire to be, people who have similar gifts and or people who are using their gifts in such a way whereby you can use yours and you are encouraged, you're motivated, you're inspired, you're uplifted, and you're even empowered. So this is the depth of this part of their faith purging process. So their question should have been answered as a result of this victory. But we see that they're going to continue to go through things. So this is such a beautiful example, such a beautiful metaphor of how God still provides and how God will allow things to happen to bring about a better happening. You see what I'm saying? So what's the gist of it? So bottom line, in conclusion, it says, so Joshua defeated Amalek. Nope, let me go back a little bit. Oh, no. So Joshua defeated Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And I already told you what the sword is. The sword, we liken the sword to the Bible. Book of books, a book of words, energy. You get what I'm saying? So all of these, it's like I heard Michael Beckwith today. He was talking about Jesus. And the beauty of Michael Beckwith is he gives you different spins and takes on it, where it's all about everything that Jesus did. It was about a higher consciousness. You know, it's like even let's take Moses, for example. Moses keep lifting up. Moses keep going up higher and higher and so forth and so on. And these are just examples and metaphors of us to keep looking up, to keep focused on God. Oh, whoa, whoa, please focus, y'all. Ooh, focus on soul's creation, the grand omnipotent designer called God. Hey, oh, called God. Focus on God. Sorry. So anyway, so bottom line is, then the Lord said to Moses, write this for a memorial in the book and recount it in the hearing of Joshua, that I will utterly blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heavens. And Moses built an altar and called its name, the Lord is my banner. For he said, because the Lord has sworn, the Lord will have war over Amalek from generation to generation. That means that your trials and your tribulations, the things that you go through, you've already come through as far as God is concerned. But you got to keep your eyes focused on God. Keep your eyes on the prize. Focus on the good things. We all have these dark clouds, but they have silver linings. But it's up to us to find the good in it, focus on that good, and send out that energy whereby the universe will reflect it back to you. Somebody made a comment about the universe and God. It's like, hey, listen, who created the universe? Who orchestrates the universe? God. So if God created all things, the universe is a part of it. So when I speak of the universe, it's just another thing that God created for its purpose. So bottom line is, so there are things that's going to happen, that's going to come upon you. You're going to have insurrections in and of your life, but God. You're going to have challenging moments, but God. You're going to have sicknesses that invade your body, but God. So when God told him to write it down for the generations to come, we are the generations. We are a part of the generations. So know that God's got your back, and you got to use those gifts. And I'm trying to tell you, be encouraged in using the gifts. Because I started out doing this thing and people told me, don't do no more Facebook Lives. Why are you doing this? You know, are you making money from this? Dude, focus on Mr. Jesse so you can make you some money. I hear you, but you don't know like I know what God has done for me. I've been through some things, you all. And I've been an artist almost my whole life. And yet God has provided. So what the world is going through, I've already experienced, and I want to share it with you so you can know that God's already got your back. But you got to use the gift that God has given you. If you don't know what it is, ask God for it. Ask God the tough questions, you all. Don't be afraid to ask. But when you ask God, you got to be open to how God may reveal the answers. If the Lord works in mysterious ways, why wouldn't he continually work to interpret this in a way whereby you can relate to it? And so that you can use it, utilize it, and manifest it, because we call people sinners who are not, who haven't accepted the Lord God as their personal Savior. Some people call them infidels and this and this and that. But other people use the precepts and the principles of this, and they are wealthy to this day. And you want to know what a key, what is a big key to survival? Abundance. And God giveth us power to get wealth. Wealth, abundance, wealth of health, wealth of money, material things, wealth of wisdom. But you got to do what God says do above all things. Get what you got to get above all things, what you're supposed to get above all things, and that's understanding. Now, I'm just about done. So when I prayed back in 2008, I said, God, I pray that you would open my eyes and enable me to see things and people as they are and not only as they appear. And if I am to convey your message, having been licensed to preach the gospel by Bishop Kenneth Omer, I need to know truth. Not what man has said or written that was uninspired by you, but the truth of the living God of all creation. And that's when I heard God's voice for the first time. And it said, study the origin of your faith. And I've been on this journey since 2008, and this is what I want to share with you, including my experiences. But it's my gift, it's my talent of using my voice that has opened the doors that I have so thoroughly enjoyed, and or doors. See, because the gift will open doors that you aren't even prepared for. The gift will open doors that you're not even qualified for. But if you just walk through the door, God is going to walk through you with it, because he gave you a gift. And the gift is to manifest. God is a manifester. God is a creator. God created all things. So therefore, he created you and gave you the gift that was there even before you came into this life. And your soul incarnated and took occupancy in this vehicle of a body of communication, whereby when you were born, it's going to take you through things called life to get you to the end result, which is when you make your transition. I know I just said something. I know I said something. I know I need a witness, some stuffed animals or something. Whew. Oh man, I got to do this all over again. So anyway, I love you, I appreciate you, and I thank you. And if this has been a blessing to you, I'm open to receiving a blessing. Oh yeah, so one thing I was going to say is, when I started this, I had to separate myself from those who had negative things to say about what I feel God led me to do. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to do this, you all. My thing is to help you to not overthink your swing of opportunities, your swing when you get your turn at bat in and throughout life, because you are going to get it. Because if you do nothing, you still have the gift of life, and that is going to open some doors, right? So when I began this, it got to the point where it didn't matter what people had to say, be it friends, be it family. I've not gotten anything negative, but as I made the first step, God conformed the matters of the universe to bring about things to make the second step. When I started with Mr. Jesse, challenged as I was with this small MacBook Air, I was blessed with a big old iMac computer. Then came home after my dad's transition, and came back home, and my daughters bought me a desk, 2-tier desk with shelves and everything. And then cousin blessed me with some software. And then somebody blessed me with how to use it. And then here I am sharing with you guys on Sunday. One of my dad's closest friends wanted to encourage me and gave me several $100s because their spouse liked to listen to what I have to say where they wouldn't normally go to church. So I'm just trying to tell you, make the first step. You may only get 1 or 2, a few followers or a few likes, but don't focus on the likes, you all. It's just like the person said, are you making any money from this? I'm like, dude, when have I ever been about making money like that? I've given up the freaking world because of my conviction, because of my belief in God, where I could be one of the most successful living artists to this day. But it's not about that. It's about what I believe to be true. It's about what I believe to be right. It's about what I believe to be what God has called and did and allowed me to experience, to bring about, whereby I can write my own little pamphlets like he told Moses to do that would help people. I want to be able to pass this down to my daughter and not just tell them the things that I've heard my whole life hearing this word. You know what I'm saying? And when you, okay, let me stop. Oh, let me stop. Oh man, I got to do this all over again. I love you all, and I appreciate you all a great deal. Thank you for being here with me. And hey, if you want to be a blessing, there is the little ticker thing down there. You got PayPal. You got Venmo, Zelle, and all of that stuff. It's not required, but I thank you for the blessings of the Lord that maketh rich. So thank you all. I appreciate you a great deal, and I look forward to seeing you all next Sunday because I'm about to go watch me some football. Are you ready for some football? Yeah, I am ready for some football. Okay. Okay, let me see. All right. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, just look through the comments right quick. Okay. Jesse would love to see those pictures from Old St. James. I know you would. I know you would. Think it was when Pastor preached at West Angeles. Yes, that's it. That's it. What's up, Gianni? My nephew. I love you, nephew. Your gift is helping us with your swing. Yeah, with our swing. I love it. I believe in you. Thank you, Sissy. Very much so. We all have to start somewhere. Absolutely. DJ Air. Amen. I thank you so much. Oh, yes. Put your glasses on. Get the microphone and sing a song, please. No, you should have been here in the beginning. Huh? In the beginning. Hey, I'm honored to be able to help. Yes, Cole, you really helped me a great deal, man. You have no idea. And I look forward to being a blessing to you, too. This was much needed. Thank you, JC. Thank you, Abyssinia. I really appreciate that. Because this is encouraging. Hey, my cousin Darlene. It means so much for my cousin to be here. Hey, Denise Meeks Johnson. Love you. Yeah, Cole does love to eat. That is the truth. Hey, God bless you, David. I appreciate you. Andre Lavelle, dope. I need to hear this. Oh, yeah, we already read that. Okay, cool. Oh, all right, let me go do this one more time. All right, guys, take care. Bye. Love and light. And share it if you know of another artist. Come on, y'all. Share this, please. All right, bye.